Hello, good morning and welcome to our first business bulletin for the day. My name is Sandra Esenam Afen. Let's begin. And senior partner at AB and David law firm David Ofosu-Dorte warns utility companies could be the next to face a similar crisis if corporate governance systems are not improved upon. He spoke at the National Conference and Award Ceremony of the Institute of Directors Ghana, where the multimedia group was awarded for its contribution to the promotion of corporate governance.
If there's been a year where the importance of good corporate governance has been highlighted the most in Ghana, then it must be 2018. The shake-up in the banking sector exposed the lack of good governance structures, but it appears some other sectors apart from the banking sector could face a similar predicament. Delivering the keynote address at the National Conference and Award Ceremony of the Institute of Directors Ghana, senior partner at law firm AB and David Ofosu-Dorte, warned state-owned enterprises are at a greater risk.
Corporate governance in the so-called state-owned enterprises is very relevant. And let me draw something home to you. Let's assume that the government was not constantly supporting electricity corporation and Ghana Water Company. And we all know that the management leaves a lot to be desired over the years. What if Ghana Water Company totally collapsed? We will not have water to drink. That's life and death for 27.9 million people. So corporate governance in state-owned enterprises is actually more critical than even the banks.
Meanwhile, the Bank of Ghana says it is doing everything possible to improve upon corporate governance in the banking sector to prevent a recurrence of the crisis witnessed this year.
Bank of Ghana will continue with reforms to maintain the stability and integrity of the financial sector. Already, we have issued directives on corporate governance and fit and proper guidelines on top management for the banking sector.
The Institute of Directors Ghana has been embarking on various projects to incorporate good corporate governance practices. President of the Institute, Roxin Dogbega, shared a few.
Far-reaching strategic initiatives to improve on the corporate governance and leadership environment system structures, practices, and institutions in Ghana are being pursued. These initiatives include, but not limited to, the following. 1. Leading an advocacy to legislatively require prior and continuing education, training, certification, and licensing of directors of both public and private sector institutions in corporate governance and leadership in Ghana.
The National Conference and Award Ceremony recognized the multimedia group for promoting accountability and good corporate governance. Managing Director of Multi TV, Santok Singh, received the award on behalf of the company. A member of the board of directors of the multimedia group, Marian Bano, was also recognized for her contributions.
To other stories now, some players in the hospitality industry are calling on government to reduce the total number of taxes they pay for their operations. Currently, restaurant operators pay as many as 10 different taxes and levies to various government agencies. Chief Executive Officer of Prime School of Hospitality and Culinary Arts, Prosper Kumi, says the development is driving a lot of industry players out of business.
Value-added tax, tourism development levy, food and drugs authority levy, standards authority and music levies are just but a few of the taxes and fees paid for restaurant services in Ghana. In all, practitioners are operating under the burden of 10 different taxes and fees. Aside that, utility bills are said to be taking over 45% of the operational cost. Chief Executive Officer of Prime School of Hospitality and Culinary Arts, Prosper Kumi, said the development is running businesses down.
If you want to look at the hotel industry, for example, to get one restaurant operating, you need to pay to over 10 agencies every year. And that's heavy on us. And the VAT environment is not very easy. We know it's the law, it's necessary, but most of the items we buy for the restaurants are not having the VAT input. So you end up either overpricing your food or moving yourself out of the market. And once you overprice many people are not coming into your restaurant because the chop bars are still operational and they compete fairly with the.
Tourism consultant Nana Baredu said governments should be considering giving the industry tax reliefs.
What the government has to do is to identify the importance of the tourism industry and do a lot of waivers. Let the district assembly stop troubling people with tax. They cannot go out there and raise revenue. So when the tourism industry is doing something, then they all come in, jam the industry, and it doesn't go anywhere. Give the tourism industry right now a break. Stagger the kind of taxes you want from them. But if for the next 5 years, you say the restaurants should pay probably about 25% of what they pay, they will invest the rest in hiring people. They will invest the rest in improving the infrastructure in the restaurant areas.
Speaking at the launch of the Prime School of Hospitality and Culinary Arts in Accra, Manager of Operations at the Tourism Authority, Michael Pingbi, spoke of government's plans for the industry.
Okay. Yeah, previously until 2011, there used to be an incentive of tax relief when you are importing any facility that you want to use to improve your facility in Ghana. There used to be some kind of waiver of tax. But then 2011, government budget did not make it to kind of continue. Government, we are still looking at it as an agency under the ministry, working around the clock to see whether government can bring that back. In addition to that, we met with the operators. I was part of the committee that, sat with them, listened to them, collate all, have the catalog of, taxes that they kind of put on paper. It doesn't lie within our power to say that don't pay this, don't pay that. But what we did was to collate them and make some suggestions as to how to get, either to synchronize them or to have a way of kind of, government coming in to see which of them should be what. That's exactly what we have done so far. So
the Prime School of Hospitality and Culinary Arts is the first of its kind in the country and aims to cater for young school leavers and untrained cooks on the streets. The school offers courses including food production, housekeeping, front office, and short courses in kitchen operations.
That's all for business for now with me, Sandra Essenam Apenu. Do make a date at 12:30 for more business news, but log on to myjoyonline.com/business for an update. Thanks for watching.